We have met with Boris Johnson. We've had a fairly extensive conversation with him in which we have raised the issue of Brexit, his course of action, which seems to us to indicate that he has set the compass for a disorderly and a crash Brexit. We've challenged him very strongly on that policy. We've set out very clearly that this would be catastrophic for the Irish economy, for Irish livelihoods, for our society, for our politics, and for our peace accord. We've made it clear to him that the extensive planning that he tells us he is carrying out in respect of a potential crash Brexit has to include the constitutional question and the issue of a border poll here in Ireland. We've stated to him very clearly that Brexit in any event, but certainly a disorderly Brexit, represents, in anybody's language, a dramatic change of circumstances on this island, and that it would be unthinkable in those circumstances that people would not be given the opportunity to decide on our future together. We've made clear to him that the ongoing indulgence of the DUP and rejectionist unionism needs to stop. That he, as the head of government, has to make clear to the DUP that they can no longer continue to deny language rights, marriage equality rights, to deny women's rights. And we've raised the issue of the past and truth and legacy with him also. We have advised him that his commentary thus far on these issues as British Prime Minister has been damaging and very, very dangerous. He tells us that he will act with absolute impartiality. We've told him that nobody believes that. Nobody believes that because there are no grounds to believe that there is any kind of impartiality, much less strict impartiality. We have told him that the confidence and supply agreement between himself and the DUP, between the Tories and the DUP, poisoned the groundwater here politically and made it very, very, very difficult to sustain a negotiation, much less to land on a conclusion or an agreement. He asked for our advice. We have strongly advised him that to make progress here, he needs to ensure that he is not the DUP's gopher. He needs to stop mollycoddling them. He needs to spell out the realities of life to them and put pressure on his unionist colleagues to ensure that we can land on an equitable and a sustainable agreement. In the longer term, we have advised him the constitutional changes in the air. He can't say that he hasn't been told. And the wise thing to do for London as Dublin is to appreciate the changes in the air and to start the preparation now. Finally, we have told him that any notion that he might crash this part of Ireland out of the European Union and cause the level of jeopardy and damage that that would entail, and that people will simply take it on the chin, or that he would expect that people would meekly go along with that, is deeply misguided, and that would be a very dangerous course of political action.